I've been using the iPhone 16 silicone case for about a month now, and well, it's almost perfect. Hey everyone, it's Andrew, and welcome back to the channel. For some reason, I love the accessories that Apple makes, just overall in general. Whether it's the MagSafe battery pack that was discontinued a few years ago, the Magic Keyboard for iPad, or Apple Watch bands for Apple Watch. I love them all. And yes, of course, their cases, except for fine woven. And whether you love it or hate it, the silicone case, for whatever reason, has a special place in my heart. So this year, no different from the last, I decided to buy the silicone case this year again, and I want to share whether you should get it or not. Let's start with the design. And it's pretty obvious, it's called the silicone case for a reason. The material is silicone. This silicone is made of 55% recycled material, and one of the main reasons why I love this case is because of the way it looks. It just has a nice aesthetic to it. There's really nice buttons all around. You have one for the action button, the volume up and volume down, and they're all nice and satisfying to click. There's the power button, and there's a new camera capture control button as well, which is made of sapphire crystal, and it's really nice. Every time I click it, the camera opens, and you can slide your finger, and it's really responsive. A lot of case companies decided to leave that out, and I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of it, to be honest. And overall, I think this is one of the best looking cases just from that perspective, as well as the clear case made by Apple. They did a pretty good job with those. On the back, you get the Apple logo, which is why you're going to have to pay $49 for this. And the new camera cutout for the iPhone 16 is massive. And if I lay it flat on a desk, it doesn't jiggle around that much. You can type and text normal. Without a case, it's pretty drastic. And there's a circle cutout for the flash. You get cutouts at the bottom for the speakers and the USB-C charging port, and it's slightly raised above the screen to protect it. It's also MagSafe compatible, and Apple does a really good job. Their magnets are pretty strong. I've never really had any issues, at least with their cases. And while you charge, you can leave your case on. And it works great with Qi 2 chargers. This Kushu charger that I have, it's perfect. I'll leave the link in the video's description if you want to check it out. MagSafe is solid. The color I went with is Lake Green. It's not really green, and here's a comparison to the 14 Pro Green that came out a couple years ago. That looks green. This looks more blue to me. And I actually just thought this was the best color to go with the new teal color for the iPhone 16. It just clashes really well and looks good. There are a total of 8 different colors to choose from, and it comes in every iPhone 16 size, so the iPhone 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max. And overall, it fits snugly to the phone, and it doesn't feel that bulky. It's got a good grip to it, shout out to my boy Grip, and it feels good in hand. It's a little bit slippery at first, but eventually you get used to it, and it holds really nice. Overall, my biggest concern, and it's been my biggest concern every year when having a silicone case, is its longevity. And it really just has to do with the material that we're working with here. If you drop your iPhone with this case on, your iPhone within a normal range is going to probably be pretty good. Especially now with iPhones being a lot stronger, especially the titanium ones, and the ceramic shield got updated to be a little bit stronger as well. So if you drop it, I'm going to assume your phone is going to be fine. It's really when you drop the case that you may be a little bit concerned. So if you drop it, let's say on like concrete or a tile floor, it could chip away the silicone, which is unfortunate, but honestly, what do you expect? Last year, I dropped my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I really don't remember what happened, but I dropped it on the floor, and there's a pretty good sized chip out of the case. Yeah, it was annoying to look at. It was a little bit unfortunate, but it could have been a lot worse. If you drop it and it's abnormally messed up, or it's chipped, or even it starts to randomly peel, I've heard people complain about that, you can always take it to Apple within the year, and it's covered under warranty. You can always just exchange it out and get a new case. Also, really not a huge concern, but people always ask about this. Yeah, the lint issue, it's not going away. This is a lint magnet, and it's to be expected. It's also kind of hard to pull out of pockets, so if you have skinny jeans on, you might want to stop buying skinny jeans altogether. That might be a topic for another video, but seriously, it's a little bit hard to pull out of pockets. It's also susceptible to smudges and kind of grease that comes from your hand, so you may want to clean it every once in a while. People seem pretty divided on this case. They either love it or they hate it, and I'm more in the middle. I actually really like it. I think it's a beautiful case. I think it's really nice to look at. I do think it's a little bit expensive and there are risks long term. And I don't even really think it's the best case that Apple makes. I much prefer the clear case. Again, review coming soon. So ultimately, the question is, should you buy it? I think this falls into two categories, or at least I'm summarizing into that, and it could have some nuance. But think of it this way. If you want a really solid, durable case that's going to last you 3 years because you don't like upgrading your iPhone, and this is going to be the one case that you want to use, you don't want to have to think about a case or even buy another case, I wouldn't go with this one. It's going to keep your iPhone in good condition, but over 3 years, you could experience a lot of wear and tear. But if you want one of the best aesthetically looking cases, you love everything Apple, you're buying your iPhone at the Apple Store, test it out, see if you like it, and go ahead and buy it. I will say with Black Friday coming up, Apple's Amazon shop usually discounts these cases, maybe 10, 15 bucks. So if you can get a good deal, I'd maybe just wait for that. It's not too far away. If you have any experience with the silicone case, go ahead and let us know in the comments below what your experience has been like. As always, guys, thanks for watching. God bless, and I will see you on the next video.